first examine. Okay, so photo checklist outside. So pretty lady dance exterior, Marrow Melodies car graveyard, a GKB 363 car graveyard. So lady dance. Okay, so exterior. What has 7 arms but no head and 5 legs but can't walk. Front yard. Well, front field. Chicken nugget barn. I think I know what that means, but let me go ahead and take a picture of this so that way I can remember cuz I'm like fucking Dory and I can't remember shit. Okay. Just in case if I can't bring the checklist with me. Completed, required. Okay. So, everything is examine. Not gonna lie, that scared the shit out of me. Can I bend down? I'm, I feel like I should take a photo of this. I don't. Oh, okay. Make it nostalgic. Let's have a. Let's see. Let's have a old type of nostalgic. Ew, look at their toes. Ew. Never mind. Ew, look at their toes. um. See, RB is focus. I heard something in the background. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of fucking scared. So I'm guessing there's jump scares in here.
Escape hatch. When Sally, Marilyn Burns, escapes by jumping out the window, the glass was actually breakaway sugar glass, made by Bob Burns and Mary Church. In fact, Mary did the stunt of jumping out the window. A mattress and some empty boxes were placed outside the window for her to land on, but setting up the shot took a long time. With the humidity of the Texas summer, the breakaway glass began to dissolve. When I went through it, I was like a glass woman because now I had little particles stuck all over me because the stuff was wet, Mary said. If they'd waited probably another 45 minutes, I don't know if there'd been any glass in those windows.
Okay. I'm kind of guessing that there's like a whole bunch of shit around here. But I'm trying to make it where I'm kind of scared opening that, not gonna lie. Um, but let me. God, this camera moves so slow. Let me take a picture of this.
Hey there!
Oh, I found. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I love Johnny. Okay, I wonder why there ain't nothing in my inventory. Let me do something right there. Ooh, I love that. Nostalgic. I like black and white photos. Alright, now let me look at my inventory. So there ain't no inventory. Well, oh, I guess I pick up something. But I thought it was something right here. Alright, let's find out about this. Oh, please don't let me jump scare. Please. Okay. Okay. There ain't nothing in here. Okay. Well, Jesus. Actually, from thinking all this stuff. Okay, so I can do it. I can let it up. Okay, so we got that barn. I guess the barn is, and the dancing lady must be, Leatherface. All right, bet. Okay, focus, focus, focus. Take a photo. All right. See if anything else. I'm so scared if there's any jump scares. Because that scared the shit out of me. Well, let me go look at Bubba real quick. Hold on, wait, let me see if there's anything in here. Oh, not a single fucking thing. Off mail. Okay, this is just food. But also, these are the license, kind of like license plates from the victims. Alright, Jesus. Oh God, there has got to be something like a key or something. Look at this. Focus, 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 focus. Jesus, I didn't look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. That has to be a black and white photo. Oh God, yes, that looks so cool. But look at that. Let me do a black and white photo first. That's so cool. Alright, let me try this right here. Right there, that's the money shot. Look at that hand, like, at the top, like, in the middle of the screen.
Stop and turn. Gunnar Hansen's stop and turn move was an accident. The boots that Gunnar Hansen wore had 3-inch lifts to make him taller, though because of this, if he didn't stop suddenly and then turn, he would lose his balance and fall. The weight of the chainsaw also impacted his movements due to its sheer weight. So after falling on the first take, Gunnar stopped, turned, and one of Leatherface's signature moves was born. Kim Henkel would call it the Keystone move. The shot of his signature move was recreated in the unrated gameplay trailer of our game.
Okay, that's not bad. Let's take a picture of it. Or if there's anything behind here. Nope. Alright, let's go look at Bubba. I don't want to get too close to him because I want to take a picture of him. Come on, give me a big smile, Bubba. One more, Bubba. One more. Let's focus. Let's focus. Focus and say limbs. Limbs. photo spot. Okay. Maybe if I get close to him. Save limbs. Limbs. Good job, Bubba. That's good. That's kind of cool. The dancing lady. Let me see. Maybe it's because I have to swap it. Let's do it. Let's do it right here. One, two, three. Cheese. Alright. Alright. Ready? One, two, three. Cheese. There we go. Pretty lady dance. And actually, I do think the pretty lady dance. I really do think with that I forgot which movie it is, but I know the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. One of um, these teenagers went and got done finishing prom, and uh, like always, they stumble on the fields of their property, and long story short, shit just happened. Like literally, shit happens. Thank you, Bubba. All right, graveyard, but we gotta look for a barn. All right, here it is. We have to lock the barn due to some teenagers trying to break in. If you got the code, look at the cook's truck. But let me take a picture of this. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, it goes right here.
During production, Gunnar Hansen was very generous to his co-stars, particularly during the chase scene. There was a shot where Sally, Marilyn Burns, was supposed to get her hair caught in a bush, but breaks herself free before Leatherface can catch her. When they shot the scene, though, Burns didn't run off as scripted. Hansen originally thought that she wanted to linger in front of the camera a bit for her close-up. Instead of going in for the kill, Hansen began using the chainsaw to trim the bush to give Burns more time. He later discovered that his assumption about why she stopped was completely wrong. Her hair had actually been caught in the brush and she could not get free. Burns recalled to Hansen, "Oh God, I thought you were going to really hurt me. When we were in the mesquite bushes and my hair was getting caught, well, you couldn't see through your stupid mask, and I don't know if that was a trick or not, but I was told you couldn't see, and you couldn't see where you were going. So I had to hurry and get out of there fast. I'm thinking, he's really going to get me. Plus, you were damn scary."
So that's not really bad. I just love hearing about all this because as much as I watch back scenes, it's it's really good. It's really good that they get to do that. All right, let me take a picture at this because yes, smile for the camera, bushes. Yes. All right, let's go to the back. Um, I got the pretty lady dance where Bubba was at. Hey, Raven. This is we're doing a little scavenger hunt and a checklist photo in the Texas movie, well, game. I still think of it as a movie because based by it. Um, Chicken barn, gotta go there. Then gotta find a GKB 636 and gotta look at some trucks. Doing a little scavenger hunt. this is the truck. The cook's truck. I kind of remember the cook's truck, but then again, I'm not really good at cars. But let's take a picture of it. Ready? One, two, three. Cook's truck. All right. Let's look at it. Examine
Car.
it.
In one notable scene in the original film, the cook approaches the house and sees the hitchhiker. They have an altercation at the truck where the cook beats the hitchhiker with a broom handle and clearly shows off the relationship between the two characters. The reason that the scene works so well is that it's entirely real. Jim Sedow, the cook, was actually beating Ed Neal, the hitchhiker.
Which is true because whenever they pulled up, of course, inside the movie, they, like me as a kid, I was like, damn, he just pulled up in his crib and he's just being the fucking hitchhiker. And why? Because he went on and done some dumb shit, which led the teenagers, um, right over here. Like, he was on some dumb shit, honestly. He was just, it was just bad. But I'm trying to examine, I may have to look it up, but I'm trying to examine each car, especially in the graveyard. This is where they basically, let's see, nope, I'm still going to take a picture of it just in case. Alright, cheese. Alright, so maybe this is it, like for the lock. Hold on, let me take a picture of it. The GKB, yes, found it. But, no, it's right here. Let's do a black and white. No, let's do this. This one looks good. Now, let's see. Maybe right here. Honestly, I want to go look at that barn. Like, I know that's where the chicken might be at. Alright. Let's look at the. Let's examine this. I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna just look up the fucking code because there's chickens in here. And for our scavenger hunt, yeah, we need to do this. We need to do this. Like, nah. I want to see what's in that barn. And I'm saving the house for last. Because that is my favorite part of wanting to do. Let's try 5, 4, 6, 8. Oh! So I found. So what I found is some community stuff. Like I have went on there. Look, here goes the chicken. Let's take a picture, alright? Let's one let's try this. Let's try this. Alright. Let's focus. 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 Focus, focus, focus. Okay. Ready? One, two, three, chicken fingers. Got it. But let's try it again. That looks horrible. That just looks so horrible. Here we go. Let's try this. chicken fingers. There we go. Here goes the little chicken Stewart. Okay.
Chicken Nugget. The game's composer, Ross Tregenza, used real chickens for the audio for Nugget. He luckily had a close friend and fellow composer that owned a farm with several chickens. The name Nugget was born from brand strategy lead Matthew Zepp. The name is a nod to the longtime nickname of his nephew.
Okay. I honestly did not know that. Like, I really did not know that. Alright, what else? So, Marrow Melodies. I got that's in the graveyard. But look at, oh my god, look at, I feel like something's about to pop out right there. But look at this. Like every baseball card with, ooh, $10,000. Oh, somebody trying to do some drugs? Alright, look at this. Oh yeah, I need to take a picture of this. Let's do a black and white to make it look dramatic. Alright, ready? One, two. Oh, that looks so good. Alright, ready? One, two, three. Ooh, that looks so fucking horrible. Oh well, I got a black and white photo. Okay, there ain't nothing in here, but I'm pretty sure that. There we go. Alright. And this was kind of like the back area where I know some of the stuff. Like, look at that. Like, these people were actual. Like, if I say that this shit was based by off a true story, it really. Like, these people really, like, back then, I guess they were going to their own Great Depression type of shit where they basically. A lot of people were out of business. And when it comes to food, all this type of stuff going on. They like, I mean, there was some hillbilly shit where they just became cannibals. Like they basically just fucked with their victims, and it was it's it's crazy out here. Honestly, let's try a different one. Let this. I want to see what this looks like. Not bad. Let's try right here. Let's try a regular one. There we go. But it's honestly pretty cool. All right, they had like this area is so beautiful. Like this is part of the map too of the game. Here goes the well where you can drop down at in the game. All right, let's go over here. So with these, wow, it won't let you go through it on here. So with these are part of the game as well. Um, you basic once you hit these skeleton bones inside the game, it will rattle, and which will alert the killer. Marrow Melodies, got it. Turn to the checklist to the back of the road. Okay, but let's look over here first. Like, Also, with these trunks, right here as well, you can hide in trunks as well. Um, I don't know why. It's like I can't remember shit when it came to when it came to regular school. But yeah, I know every fucking thing about the Titanic, and I know every single fucking thing about uh about horror movies, especially if whenever it's based on a true story. Oh yeah, I have a clip where this bitch fell. Oh, the fucking window. Oh, that swing set in the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. Oh my god. Okay. 1973. Alright, turn here. After you have checked all the photos to clean your stamp. Okay, so is that it? Is that all the scavenger hunt? Okay, probably. Probably. Because, yeah. Alright, let's look over here. I haven't looked over here. But this girl is where she. I felt bad because this is the girl who actually got hooked, like fucking Dead by Daylight, because she was swinging on a swing set, chilling. Then her boyfriend, seriously gone out of the fucking movie, and a whole bunch of shit just went down. Beautiful. Alright, one more time. Alright, let's try this one. Beautiful. Alright, now, hun, now what I want you to do is go right here and let me. Damn, I can't toggle up and down. That's sad. Wait, okay, here it is. Backside of where it all began. Actually, yeah, because it was. Let me get it right, right here. There we go. And that swing set moving. Oh, nostalgic. It reminds me of that movie. There we go. Beautiful. You done such a good job.
Booty shorts. A lot of shots were set up on the fly during principal photography by Daniel Pearl and Toby Hooper. One such shot that Hooper would years later call the best shot in the film was no exception. That shot, of course, being the iconic shot of Pam approaching the family house. Cinematographer Daniel Pearl was laying flat on a dolly with the camera tilted up. The goal of the shot was to make the house appear bigger and bigger in the frame as Pam approached it.
See? Booty shorts. Oh my god. That's so fucking funny. Alright, alright. Let me take a picture of this trick. Bruh, this is the cook's truck. This is literally the fucking license. Oh my god. See, this is what I mean. I'm so fucking dumb when it comes to scavenger hunts. Alright.
Fake hammer, real impact. The scenes in the movie with the sledgehammer seem real, and there's good reason for that. Though the prop master Bob Burns made a fake hammer with a foam rubber head, there were still complications. Leatherface actor Gunnar Hansen recalled hitting actor William Vale while filming Kirk's death scene. I was completely charged up on adrenaline, skittishly hopping back and forth as if I were speeding. So when Bill tripped and I stepped out of the shadows, I actually hit him in the face with the sledgehammer. Fake or not, it left its mark. In the pivotal dinner scene, actor Marilyn Burns, who played Sally, was actually struck and bled. I went to the bucket, said Burns. And then Grandpa hit me over the head with the other prop that was a piece of steel, a sledgehammer. That hurt. That wasn't fake. As Hansen noted, some of the blood in Sally's hair is actually Marilyn's.
Yeah, so in kind of like in the middle of the ending of the scenes where basically they were trying to hit uh Marilyn in the head and basically kill her, where they had to draw blood for her grandpa. You'll probably see him in the house. Um, because he feeds off of blood. Apparently, they feed him blood. All right, let me back here. All right. Spooky, scary skeleton. All right, let's do this. All right, say 1, 2, 3, cheese. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Again, always with that marijuana. Um, especially over here. Beautiful sunflowers. Beautiful. Here goes the back of the house. And actually, let me do something real quick. Get back of the house. Wonderful. That's so beautiful. Okay. Now let's get out of here. Now for the grand big finale. I'm going to take a picture of the. Oh, look at that. Kind of see right here. Let's do black and white. Of course, over here, if you kind of look right there, be like, hey, Bubba. Everybody say, hey, Bubba. Alright, take a quick back. Get that girl in the shot. Alright, wonderful. Alright, one more. Beautiful. Okay. Now, time for the grand big finale. Let's look at the porch. Of course, there's a lock. Like they really did board it up this place because they don't want no light. I guess they're fucking vampires, but hey, it is what it is. All right. What was it again? Let's try this. 1973. Let's try that. Boom. Oh god. That's so beautiful. Oh my god. That door where all the heads are at, that's actually where the girl at the swing set, her boyfriend, got hit in the head with a sledgehammer, and he was just like on the fucking ground, and all you could see on the ground of him banging his fucking leg or his head, and just hitting the wall until like he shut the fucking door or closed. It was, oh god, it was the most amazing scene ever. see that shit, but okay. Oh god. All this, yeah, maybe. Okay. So here goes a board right here. Another list. Okay. Skull wall, family dinner, crisp, crisp Kringle. I think I know what that is. I think I know where that at. Grandpa's arm candy, Grandpa's room, frames of fear, revoked license. Okay. So we already know right here. And that's the basement. Oh wow. Wait. We can pick up items? Oh wow. Well, apparently we got a mystery on our hands where you there's let's do this real quick. Alright. One, two, three. Skulls. Okay. This is the chicken room. This is where the girl fell right here, and then she was looking all around, and that's whenever she started saying that there was a whole bunch of bones and shit over here, and she fell right here. Oh god, imagine what this house will smell like. Alright. Like everything. Everything is just made out of bones. Alright?
Makeup set. Gunnar Hansen shared a lot of praise for his fellow cast members. In the 40th anniversary Blu-ray release's audio commentary, Hansen notes that actor Jim Sedow, the cook, was probably the only actor in the movie who could look benign and then become extremely evil without any makeup.
Bitch, you fucking fell. Jesus. Where is it at? In front? goes right here.
Skin lampshades. Why was the film marketed as being based on true events? According to Kim Henkel, the film's marketing of being based on true events evolved over production. The famous crawl, for instance, was implemented to mark the story as an historical event that was more captivating, but wasn't meant to be taken seriously. Another inspiration for the story were tales Toby Hooper was told by his family as a young child. They told him stories of a killer from Wisconsin that would use human skin for lampshades. This Wisconsin killer was the infamous Ed Gein.
Alright. Damn, I have to for real. Because, yep. Motherfucker. Okay. Look at them roaches. Look at that. Look at that roaches. Look at those roaches.
The dinner scene. The infamous dinner scene was a long, trying shoot. Plastic surgeon W.E. Barnes created the makeup for Grandpa, and it took nearly 10 hours to apply to actor John Dugan. A lot of pieces and parts went into creating Grandpa's look. But because they were down to their last set of makeup parts, the crew had to shoot every scene involving Grandpa all in one day. The grueling shoot was one of the hottest days of the production, with temperatures over 100 degrees. The set windows were blacked out with black plastic in a house filled with cameras and lights that reached as high as 120 degrees inside. Because of the extreme heat on set, the food at the dinner table started to rot. The smell on set was ghastly for the entire cast and crew. All of the bones on the set were real, and combined with the lights that made them burn, released an unbearable smell. The combination of the stench with the extreme heat made a lot of the crew sick, and they'd take frequent trips outside to throw up. In the end, the brutal set brought a real rawness to the film. The shoot in total lasted nearly 32 hours for some of the crew.
Damn. Alright. Ready? One, two, three. There we go. You know, it's just kind of weird how photos fine. Maybe I have to actually do it how the photo is. Let's see. Huh. Use what? Use item? No. Ain't no way. Wait, maybe there is something that's missing. Just can't figure it out. that's what it is. Okay, I gotta look around the house.
He really cut her. According to Gunnar Hansen, he really cut Marilyn Burns' finger in the infamous grandpa feeding scene. The prop knife, designed to pump out fake blood, wouldn't work after several takes. Finally, when no one was looking, Gunnar Hansen removed the tape from the knife that made it dull and really cut Marilyn's finger. Knowing this, that would mean that actor John Dugan, Grandpa, sucked on the actual blood of Marilyn Burns.
Oh wow. Jesus.
Kim and Toby before Texas. Kim Henkel and Toby Hooper met during the filming of Hooper's 1969 film Eggshells. 4 years later, they would go on to create the production company Vortex Inc. and co-create the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Another Texas Chainsaw actor was also part of the Eggshells cast. Alan Danziger, better known as Jerry to Chainsaw fans, co-starred in the earlier film.
Jesus. Oh God. Look at that. Look at it there in the background.
Gallows meat hook. After speaking with the MPAA and because of effect limitations, Toby Hooper and Kim Henkel made the decision to do the meat hooking scene without blood or gore. Production assistant Dorothy Pearl created a harness with a saddle that Terry McMinn, Pam, could wear. It was completed with nude stockings that crisscrossed the actress's body in the front and the back. The longest McMinn could hang on the hook with the harness was about 1 minute. Dorothy Pearl had to design the harness with the female anatomy in mind because all the weight was being distributed to the actress's lower region. According to the film's screenwriter Kim Henkel, one of the inspirations for the infamous meat hook scene was a scene in the 1931 film Frankenstein.
Oh God. I already knew that they were going to do that. Oh God. Jesus. Wait, so who was the bitch out there? Like, unless it was the same bitch on here. Either way, I don't know. They put so many fucking characters on here. I knew something was gonna pop out. Oh God.
Cheap thrills. Screenwriter Kim Henkel has said that one of the reasons he and Toby Hooper wanted to make a horror film was their limited budget. If you have relatively little money, what are your possibilities? Henkel says. The clear answer was some sort of genre piece. Horror was the easiest because we felt that we didn't have to have any names in the cast. Production values weren't nearly so important as in some other realms, so it became the natural choice.
Jesus.
Possible titles. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre wasn't the first or even second title of the film. The first two working titles were Head Cheese and Leatherface. Head Cheese was the first working title of the film, though, for most of principal photography. Leatherface was the working title until late into production when it was finally given the official title of The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Kim Hinkle and Toby Hooper intended for the title to be spelled Chainsaw, but once the press were sent information on the film, and when the original poster was produced, the spelling got twisted into Chainsaw.
Jesus. Alright. Skull added to inventory. Here goes the back area. Skull of walls. Maybe that's it. I know I gotta put the thing up, but let me. Oh, gross. Oh god.
Friend of Leatherface. Since both of her parents were working on the film, 3-year-old Karina Nicolau was often on set and struck up a friendship with Leatherface actor Gunnar Hansen. He recalled their interactions. She had never liked my Leatherface mask. She was sitting with me one day while I waited for a shot setup. When Dottie, makeup artist Dorothy J. Pearl, came to put on my mask, it horrified Karina. As soon as it covered my face, she started screaming. I had Dottie pull it off. See? I said, it's just me. She calmed down, but when I put the mask on again, she started screaming again. I realized she was too young to make the leap, to see my transformation from Gunnar to Leatherface and understand that I was still under the mask. So I made sure she never saw me in the mask after that, at least until the unfortunate meat hook scene. Ashtray. Actors are paid varying amounts for their work in film. For his voiceover in the opening monologue of the film, John Larroquette was paid with a single joint. Recent reports, however, suggest that his rate has gone up. Preparing for the role. To prepare for the role of Leatherface, Gunnar Hansen went to Austin State School, which was a 95-acre residential and training facility for adults with developmental disabilities. He was there several days to pick up the residents' mannerisms and how they walked and talked. It was important to Gunnar to portray the character authentically, without making a mockery of those who suffer from developmental disabilities.
Jesus. Here goes the little TV. I'm scared what this will look like. The fuck? Jesus. Uh, Nothing? Okay. That scared the shit out of me. Hey, got the Chris Kringle.
Genuine bone furnishings. The bones used for props were real animal bones found at a veterinarian boneyard and a cattle pasture. Art director Robert Burns led the charge of designing most of the bone props, like furniture and light fixtures.
Okay. What is this? Oh yeah, that's the other side. Okay. Bro, you good over there? Alright. Oh wow. The fuck? Let's see something. Frames of fear. Alright, let's go upstairs. Or we can pause right here and save the upstairs for the next stream. Because there's a lot of rooms up here. Not the Coca-Cola machine. Oh wait, let me take a picture of this. Alright. Full of delicious soda pop or Coke, depending on your region. Oh wow. That's actually pretty cool. Oh wow. swear to God, something pops up. Oh my God. Okay. That was.
One outfit, 32 days. Actors only had one set of their wardrobe. The actors had to wear the same clothing for the entire 32-day shoot, 12 to 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. For fear of fading or being damaged, they couldn't wash the clothes. So the actors wore the same clothes unwashed for 32 days straight, in 95 to 100-degree Texas heat. According to the crew, Gunnar Hansen stunk of body odor worse than anyone on set by the end of the shoot.
Okay. Well, we'll stop here right now, and then that way, whenever we come back, we'll finish up the rest of the video.